You are welcome to the Lord TV, your number one fantastic reality TV that gives you all that it takes to be enlightened on trending news such as politics, entertainment, sports, and what have you. If you are new on this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button as well as already subscribed. So please don't forget to drop your comments anytime I drop new videos. Thank you. Ciao, ciao. The news in details. Atiku in tension as Senate move to ban importation of generators. A bill to ban importation of generators in Nigeria was proposed on the floor of the Senate on Wednesday. This is a bill that is coming at a time when the electricity situation in the country is in a total mess. Before a bill of this magnitude is tabled before the floor of the Senate, there should have been proper and adequate provision for steady power supply in the country. The Senate who proposed this bill, Senator Muhammad Bima Enagi of the All Progressive Congress (APC), said the purpose of tabling this bill before the Senate was to curb the menace of environmental hazard in the country and also help in the development of the power sector. It is no more news that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is the sole distributor of mechanical generators in Nigeria. Recall that there were wide speculations during the 2019 electioneering campaign that if Atiku wins, he will use his power as the president to import more generators as the sole distributor. There were also speculations that if Buhari wins, he might place a ban on importation of generators because Atiku is a sole distributor. The later speculation is now coming to play. Are you thinking what I am thinking? The implication of this law is that there will be a total ban on the use of generator in the country. As the bill says, anyone caught importing generator is liable of spending 10 years in prison. In a country where the prison yard also depends on generators. Let's remember that some government offices, parastatals, private firms, manufacturing and production industries, laboratories, hospitals, schools, NEPA offices, etc. are dependent on generators because there is no regular supply of electricity. I think the move by the Senate to pass this bill at this time is only politically driven to spite some Nigerian politicians who are sole importers of generators in Nigeria. I am not against banning the use of generators, but banning it when there is no regular electricity is what I am against. The government in Nigeria is always in the character of banning without making adequate provisions for those that will be affected. Thinking of the ban on Okada riders and Keke riders, for example, the governor of Lagos State did not provide an alternative jobs for the riders and also didn't create other transportation option for these commuters. When generators are banned, many people who are importers and local distributors will lose their jobs. Those who are into production, who doesn't have regular electricity in their environment, will also lose their job. Job will be lost. Cost of living will be higher. Electricity distributing firms will become more fraudulent as they will bring bills when no electricity is provided. I think before this bill is passed, all houses should have gotten the prepaid meters. There should be transformers distributed to all nooks and crannies of country, and there should be constant supply of electricity. When all these things are in place, then the importation of generator can be banned. Thank you for listening to this news. Viewers, I will say personally that instead of banning the importation of generator, why not first of all pass the law for the electricity supply to be regular, and prepare meter to go round the country, because in the Senate have generating plants in their comfort zone. For that reason, they don't care about the masses who are suffering excess heat. The person that comes up with this ugly suggestion, I will say that that person lacks sense of reasoning and his education is useless. Generators must not be banned. Does this senator want to suffer the common Nigerians? Of all challenges facing Nigeria now, should generator usage that is helping the common man be the one to be discussing for banning now? Many of these senators, I will say, are not serious at all. Some are there for their own selfish reason and purpose. And I know that God is watching. I believe the first question that should have been asked the senator is that proposed this bill was if he had access to constant electric power outside his Abuja residence. If not, does he own a power generating unit of any type, either at his residence or any of his other workplaces? What does he stand to gain from its ban? People's lives, business and industries thrive and rely on power. People are taking up government's responsibilities in providing it for their daily livelihood, and this senator want to take that from them. That to me is the height of wickedness by this senator. A full-grown wickedness. This is because the senator and their likes are already sure they have in store more than enough generators to last their fourth generations before coming up with the idea of banning the item. Let it be total ban, a full total ban on use across the nation, including government houses and establishments, so that everybody will suffer it. You see that our dearest senators will make immediate U-turn, and that's how much they care for the people. So, my dear viewers, I will say that our senators, the people that we voted for, the people that we believe will be our spokesperson, our intercessors, our representatives, are there for their own selfish purpose, for their own purpose of survival, and not for the purpose of the people that voted them in. Before they were voted for, all kinds of promises, all kinds of things, and different manifestos will be revealed. But at the end, you will see that
they end up not fulfilling their promises. I only pity the community or the area this senator is representing. I only pity them because this senator, I will say, that is not making any good representative or representation to this community. And I believe this senator comes from Niger and is representing the people of Niger. And from my own personal observation, I believe that even without paying any visit to Niger, I believe that this senator is not doing well to the people of Niger. Yes, if an investigation is carried out, you will see that what I'm saying is true. This senator has eaten more than he can chew. So I will advise the Senate, before accepting this evil and devilish bill passed by a senator who never passed through the four walls of university, that doesn't know what the economy is talking about, I will say that the Senate should please try to observe the situation of the country. If possible, an economist should be invited to the Senate to give reasons why to give reasons on the advantage and disadvantage of having a generating set in a country. And I believe strongly well that the economists will be able to give you 90% reasons why we should still condone the use of generator in this country. So please, this is my own humble opinion. I don't know what is yours. Don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons